Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse. Today, we're going to be diving into the penultimate episode of Season 10 of Scrubs. And it's a little late, so we're going to go ahead and hop in, guys. If you want to see the full reaction, as always, with all the stuff we've got to do to edit this down to get this up on YouTube, check it out over on Patreon. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do things we do here. But at the end of the day, really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. And with that all said out of the way, let's get ready to hop into Episode 8, My Odds. Here we go.
I had finally hit my stride as chief of medicine.
Just cruising through the halls.
Nailing it as a teacher.
Remember when I taught you about the oncotic pressure and third spacing of fluid in liver patients?
And keeping up physician morale.
And for the cake and even my bird.
Aw.
Never done one squat.
Oh, I know.
Even Turk's rock hard touch couldn't knock me off my game. What the?
Yay! Let's go!
What are you doing here? Is it something with me? I'm incredibly busy, but okay, I've moved some things around. I'm free now.
Park and I have dinner plans, but Pumpkin, relax. We're going to stop at Zale's afterwards and get you something gorgeous.
Oh, I
my
love that.
God.
What piece of jewelry?
Oh my god, they are tag teaming him right now.
Ooh, I would love a locket. Don't worry, he's gonna look back. He's gonna look back. He's gonna look back. Nope. He put his arm on his shoulder.
Oh, oof.
Summon your big doctor energy and glide away.
Oh, nope. Just can't do it anymore.
Come back! I can't! I'm in my Jamiroquai flow state, baby!
You can't drag him down, man. Let him fly.
Since Dr. Cox was here, I wanted to throw some extra sauce on rounds. Luckily, I rewatched Independence Day last night.
Mankind, that word should have extra meaning for us all today.
Nailed it.
Trying to give your own presidential speech.
You have learned so much by now.
Dr. Dorian is right.
There it is.
Stop smiling. Because you're, in fact, dangerous. You now know enough to think you know everything. You're like that 10-year-old at the wheel of a Subaru. Can your feet reach the pedals? Well, sure. Should you actually operate the vehicle? Under no conditions. And just like that 10-year-old,
What a comparison.
you're all potential killers.
Dr. Cox, I'm going to need you to...
Yeah, he doesn't work here anymore.
Feels like you're not
Loading up
hearing
their
me.
cheesy fries and
He doesn't work here anymore. You have no...
I'm
Yeah.
powerless. I need him to take a listen to me.
Her fact that, like, oh my god, just crumbling under pure uncertainty right there was fantastic.
All I wanted was for my interns to shine in front of Dr. Cox today. Unfortunately, the odds were against us. You can't hide from the Hippocratic rule of thirds. 1/3 of very sick patients die no matter what you do. 1/3 die because of what you do, and 1/3 get better on their own.
Oh god, and who's gonna be who? Oh my god, that's terrible information.
Don't let Dr. Cox being here get in your head.
Oh, I won't. I think he's hilarious. Whenever he starts ranting, I record him, and it, like, always goes viral.
But she makes bank off of him.
So the key to teaching my interns has been my radical approachability. First of all, there are no dumb questions.
I see. So just dumb statements like that one?
Second, I never wear my white coat. I feel like when I dress like an intern, it says, I'm just like you guys. A superhero without a cape.
Well, you're going to want to swoop down out of the sky and help your equal over there find whatever it is he's looking for in the medical waste bin.
Fleming,
What the
I have
hell?
told you before, if
Who
your
are
Invisalign
you?
is in there, it is gone for good. Now get.
What? I like how he like shoot him away like he was some kind of raccoon or something.
If you hadn't reviewed the signs with us this week, I wouldn't have caught it.
And there it was. The facial contortion Dr. Cox made when he was struggling to choke down a compliment.
I could kiss you.
Dr. Dorian, I get that the British thing is a huge turn on. It makes him seem both exotic and safe. But you cannot kiss him.
No, it's just a figure of speech. I meant that I wasn't trying to kiss.
No, I wasn't trying to kiss him either, but here we are.
You weirdo.
I've been sick for 3 weeks. I'm burning up. I feel like death. Can I get some antibiotics?
Here's what antibiotics will do for your viral infection. Nothing.
He is right about the antibiotics. Fine. But if he's wrong, I'm gonna sue both of you.
Cool.
Awesome. But yes, if it's viral, you can't do anything, at least as far as antibiotics go.
I love that little voice you do when you're talking to families.
Well, I'm just doing all that I can for them.
Let's go to the supply closet right now.
Okay, I love supplies.
He sounded just like Ben Starr there for a second when he's putting on his deep voice.
I think you might need surgery.
Ooh, oof. That's a mood killer.
Whispering about.
I was reluctant to say anything until it went through, but I submitted me and JD for the Amazing Race. Do you think you could cover for him for a month?
Well, only the father of medicine could cover for that man. And he's fine, too.
Gorgeous. When are you going to stop needing his approval?
I don't know, Turk. When are you going to stop loving Carla?
JD, that is not an appropriate comparison.
It might be.
Everybody thinks you're doing a great job. Just keep singing that psych up song you sing in your office every morning.
Oh, I didn't know you could hear that. But I don't care because, baby, I am a firework.
Of course, he would.
Dr. Reed, I bolused the hypertonic saline solution for Tina.
Wait, you did what?
Oh my God.
You can't bolus hypertonic saline. You have to calculate the sodium deficit.
I didn't know. Will she be okay?
I don't know, Dr. Tosh. Move out of the way.
There 15 minutes ago.
Just get out of the room.
Wow.
We should give him the antibiotics. It could be a viral pneumonia with bacterial superinfection.
What it is
Oh?
a radiologist covering their
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, but we're on the hook if it is.
Are you really letting your patient dictate how you treat him? You have the vibe of a dom top, but you doctor like a sub bottom.
I bartended at a gay bar, so I know what that means. And if being a sub bottom means not getting sued or worse, then give it to me, Daddy.
That's not an invalid perspective to have right there, man.
I don't understand. I did everything right. I caught the infection early, but he still got worse.
Sometimes you can't win.
You got to figure out a way to cope with stress. I have a method I use that could help. Follow me. All right, the rules of the game are simple. You must jump off the physical therapy trampoline and then shoot the mannequin's head into the bin. Got it?
Okay.
Even if she lives, she could have neurologic deficit or be in a coma.
Tosh, you can't beat yourself up.
If I kill someone?
Well, when you put it like that,
Okay, but none of that has happened.
Moments like this live with interns forever. When a patient is a victim of a mistake, doctors are the second victim.
Tosh, I know all you're doing is worrying about that patient, but it's my job to worry about you. I want you to go see a counselor right now.
Honestly, the only positive right now is that my mentor wasn't here to see everything fall apart.
Ooh.
I can't stand this waiting. There has to be something else we can do for the patient.
We both did everything we could, so now's the time to let it go or leave it with God or the universe or whatever it is you believe in.
But okay, I believe if you make that basket, our patient will be okay.
I don't like putting that type of pressure on myself, and we're doing this to take our minds off of it, but okay. Come on, let me show you how it's done. You ready for this?
God, if he misses.
Yes,
Oh!
shot! I told you!
Where did he even come from?
I don't believe in bald-on-bald violence, but you've given me no choice.
Run! Watch out! He's mad!
That's the thing about this place. Sometimes all you can do is let go and hope things work out.
I have some good news.
Oh.
Tina's stable.
Oh, thank God.
You made a huge mistake, and you got really lucky. And hopefully you never have to get this lucky again.
Chris is alert and doing well.
Hell yeah.
Nice shot, Dr. Turk.
Add to your talking family voice. Or family talking voice.
I was right, and you were wrong. Danny's fever broke without antibiotics.
I'm pretty sure the good news is that Danny's okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I know you blame yourself for that woman who died in the parking lot, but doctoring scared will never be what's best for your patients.
Oh.
And by the way,
I like that.
I knew you bartended at Night Gliders. I recognized you the minute you stepped foot in here.
Yeah? Well, I remember you too. You were the only guy who didn't tip.
Yeah, well, you were the only bartender who wouldn't sleep with me.
you wouldn't accept the tip he wanted to give.
Beat the odds. So enjoy it. Around here, that doesn't happen all that often. Oh, Dr. Cox. I didn't see you over there. Do you want to give one of your famous I believed in you the whole time speeches?
No,
Oh my God.
Dr. Cox!
Oh no.
Get out of the way! Move! Move!
Oh, is that why he's been here the entire time? Oh, fuck you. Okay, it's not the end of the episode. Jesus Christ. Maybe he's just in shock at how well all of this is going.
It doesn't matter how many people you save. When one of your own falls, it hits deep.
Why didn't you come to me if you haven't been feeling well?
Because I knew you'd turn this into some overwrought emo crybaby feelings fest. Hell, I can practically hear the indie mope music playing in your head right now.
I'm just saying, I can't believe you went with Dr. Park.
Well, he probably knew you'd turn this into some sort of overwrought emo crybaby.
Oh my God. They are too much alike. That's why they get along.
Came back negative, so it's not cancer.
Thank God.
Hell yeah.
We'll know more later this afternoon.
Thank you, Dr. Park. I'd like to take over Perry's care from here.
Not happening there, Dr. Nurse Jackie. You can barely hold it together with patients coming in off the street. How are you going to be objective with me? You're already emotional and you haven't done anything yet.
Well, true, I updated your weight. Congrats on keeping it tight.
JD, we both know if you were to walk into this room and tell me that I was dying, it would break you.
No, it would break me if you didn't give me the opportunity to help you by doing everything that you trained me to do.
Still not happening. Besides, there's no training for the maniacal patient I plan on being. Cujo, Old Yeller, pick your rabid dog, and I'm gonna best him. Now, I will be removing my own IV because your nurses gave me regular saline instead of D5W.
Oh my God. I think he's actually tearing up because you mentioned Old Yeller.
I'm not tearing up. I'm not a child. I don't need to be protected, okay? And if you want someone who's gonna take you behind the shed and shoot you, go with this idiot.
Ooh.
Dr. Tosh, full disclosure, outside of this room, Dr. Reed and I have been enjoying a blossoming female friendship. But in here, she's simply participant A and you're participant B. Participant A, you have the floor.
I know this morning was really traumatic.
Was that necessary to bring up?
I'm really glad that you're talking about it.
Very nice, Participant A. Participant B, would you like to read aloud your formal complaint against Dr. Reed?
What?
Wait.
She told me to raise the sodium on our patient, but didn't guide me on how to do it.
Yeah, because you should already know how to do that.
She told me to get out of the room.
You almost killed someone.
Okay, you can't say that.
She screwed up.
You can't say that either.
What the
You made me feel
fuck?
terrible.
Why?
It just makes me want to quit.
I'm trying to teach you. What am I allowed to say?
We'll be covering that in your mandatory bi-weekly seminar.
Oh my God.
Friendship City here, I hear you, and we will bitch about this later. Business City, you can't say that.
Oh my God. Stop, 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 stop.
This is, in fact, the same level of pain meds you'd give to a woman having a C-section. We're going to be lowering the dose. Or I'm going to take this America's Best #1 pudding and decorate your wall with it.
Oh, he is Chaos
I
incarnate.
see you've extended your reign of terror to the staff.
Gave him something to talk to his friends about around the hospital.
You know, I've actually come to appreciate your teaching style. I mean, not all of it.
For what it's worth, I was too harsh with you. Sometimes I sit up at night thinking I actually could have driven you out of this place. And if I had, it would have been my biggest failure and my greatest regret.
Oh, wow.
I appreciate that.
God let me be, will you? I have some decorating I need to attend to.
Oh, please let him. I'm gonna rub his nose in it like a nasty dog.
You know, I've never actually had to sleep in one of these things, but I am not leaving your side until we get your results.
Dee, would you pray with me?
Oh, whoa, what?
Wow, first curveball.
Of course.
Cox was never religious, but when
Yeah.
you're facing your own mortality, you'll try anything.
Dear God, or who's ever up there, I know I haven't exactly turned to you pretty much ever, but I need you now. So please, Lord, let that chair fold in on JD and quietly suffocate him so that I might have a few moments of peace. If these are, in
And
fact, my
there it
last few
is.
moments. Thanks, God.
Go ahead, make your jokes. But I know you're scared. For once, just let me be there for you.
And there it was. His test
Oh,
results. I knew how I wanted this to play out.
Congratulations! You've won $10,000 and a brand new jet ski!
Oh, no, not you, Scram. JD, come on, amigo!
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
But that's not how these things go.
Go ahead. Well, don't sugarcoat it.
What is it? What is it?
You said that I made you feel like quitting. That would be a real failure on my part if you did.
Aww.
But I would also be failing as a teacher if I didn't hold you accountable for your mistakes.
I know I messed up. I was just afraid it meant I wasn't good enough to be here, so I blamed you. And I'm really sorry.
Come here. You come across a lot more confident.
That's just a part of my brand.
There are many things we fool ourselves into thinking we have control over.
If I make this, Cox, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Cox. Come on.
You
That's it. I'm
son
gonna
of a
rip your head off
bitch.
and do this with it.
Oh, it's still in.
It counts.
That counts.
But the truth is, we can never predict what's in store for us. All we can do is be there for each other when the odds are against us.
Okay, yeah, it's not looking good.
It isn't great, but it could be worse.
Worse than my own body attacking itself?
Oh, God.
It's an autoimmune disease, for God's sake. There's no cure for this. It's a matter of managing the crises that are going to be thrown my way in the bottom of the ninth.
Perry, you know this disease has a high survival rate, especially since we caught it early.
In the beginning stages of renal failure, JD.
Yeah, but you can slow all that down. With aggressive treatment and immunosuppressants, microscopic polyangiitis can easily go into remission.
Did you really think that this couldn't happen? Just because we're out there taking care of all of them, it would get some kind of karmic immunity, protect us from what's coming for us all?
Oh, my God.
Yes.
World don't work like that.
Promise me that you'll keep me alive for a very long time, because I don't want my death to be the thing that makes you cynical. I promise you finish. Because I won't be around here to enjoy it. And even in death, I couldn't bear the irony.
All I can hear is that you're going to let me be your doctor.
I'm already tingling from the prospect of our sponge bath there, Agatha. I tried to protect you from this, but I am so scared.
I have a plan. And I don't care if you don't like it. It is the best path forward.
Turk had asked me when I'd
Hell
stop
yeah.
needing Dr. Cox's approval.
Okay.
It was now, because now
And I got you.
he needed me.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Jesus. That's intense, man. That's huge. I mean, if him turning the hospital over to JD in the beginning was huge, this is so much bigger than this. All, like, everything leading up to that. Like, it was the stepping stone to get to this point. That was so good. And yeah, I like that, talking about the fact that, you know, just because doctors are there to cure us doesn't mean that they can't fall prey to the things out in the world or things in the hospital. And it's like, he tried to do what he could to shield people. I love that even on this too, he like talked to Elliot about it. He's like, what if he had actually been too harsh and pushed her out the door like she was so close to do, while she was also almost doing that to Tosh. And then just finally acknowledging JD can be trusted with every aspect of this hospital and his care, and he just doesn't want him to take the loss to heart if he can't do anything about it.
Listen up, failures. To whomever had the cojones to stuff their greedy face hole with the sandwich I had so nearly labeled with my name.
Look how many views you have. It's gone totally viral. All these DJs are remixing it. People just love it.
Bring her to me.
Oh, that's a great little button on the end of that one, man. Yeah, I think I remember at one point them saying that he was only set to appear in 3 episodes this season. You know, we had him in the first episode, the premiere. So I was kind of wondering if he was going to be in these last 2, because I know him and Carla were not able to be full series regulars in this, and I think his was probably a choice. Obviously, it's the whole premise of this, and they kind of designed it around that. I think Carla's was scheduling, and I don't know. I'm just very curious how they'll go with this. I think maybe his might have also been partially scheduling as well, but it is treatable. It's not curable, but it is treatable. It is manageable. It could go into remission, but it's something that will never permanently go away. It's something that's going to affect him long term. That's big, man. It's just such a heavy episode. They lucked out on all of the patients is the thing. All of them, you know, when they were like 1/3 will die no matter what you do. 1/3 will die because of what you do. 1/3 will get better just without you having to do anything. And they were definitely teeing it up for like one of those to go extremely poorly. And yes, Tosh, you know, mixed up on the solution and almost killed her patient, but all of the patients wound up perfectly fine despite everything by the end of it all. You know, the surgery went well with Asher's. Blake's got better on their own without any kind of intervention, despite everything. And I like too the Park, you know, giving him the kind of the tough love about this and bringing it back to that first experience that we had in the season about him carrying around the weight of that decision, that even if there's such a microscopic chance that we should push for something else, like, or listen to the patient and do what they want to do rather than what we are advising, because they are the doctors. He's afraid of, he just wanted to cover their bases. So it'd be like over doctoring in a way, more than he would need to. He's like, you can't really get by doing that like that. If you keep doing that, like, it's just not going to really help all the things going on with that. And like Asher had to learn to let go of things. It's like, hey, we did all we could. Now we just got to see what happens. And then the other one was purely because of what they did. It was actually every one of those examples. They did nothing. He got better. They did everything they could. He managed to live. She actually messed up. Something she did caused it. So all those things came into play all in the same episode. But everything worked out in the end on those fronts. But the whole reason Cox was here, talking with Park, taking him out to dinner, doing all those things. 1, 2, because they're friends. They actually got along. They are very similar. So unlike him and JD, he would never really had to front anything there. And, so what could be in the guise of checking in on the hospital or coming to meet Dr. Park, he was trying to keep JD from, he was like, hey, I actually don't feel good. He's trying to spare him being involved if it's anything serious. Because like he said, like two of his biggest failures in the scenario would have been had he, actually been so harsh he got Elliot to quit, because they would have deprived the world of her skills and a good doctor. Or if his death in allowing JD to take care of him, because it's not that he doesn't believe in his efforts, his ability, his skill, or anything like that. He's just like, he's afraid of how personal this is because he knows what he means to JD. At the same time, that is like, it is shielding. It's like in the way that a parent might for their child, but like he's got to walk, he's got to take that risk. And I think nobody's going to care about him like he is. And he's like, hey, you're not going to like it. You're not going to want to go with this, but it's going to be the best route. So you better listen to me. And it's like where it's finally that barrier between these two is actually broken down. But he is worried that if, his biggest fear, like with Elliot maybe potentially quitting, was that if JD failed, if his death weighed on him and turned him cynical, because that's the last thing he wants for JD. And I love that at the end of the day, it's all about what's best for the hospital and for his students in the end, is the way he's thinking about these things. One's a regret and one's something he's trying to prevent, like a horrible future he's trying to keep from being an eventual outcome. But in this, the revelation that he's got this autoimmune disease and that JD's going to be the one to take care of him. He's taking those reins. He's going to carry him through it. And, all, previous history aside, it's all those things that are like, this is the point where that JD really does kind of truly, I think, rise to equal status, if not surpassing his predecessor in taking the reins and doing what he did here. We've seen Perry treat people that he had personal ties to, and it got difficult. And then, he had that 1-2 swing where he had just so many losses back to back to back to back that he almost quit. He just he almost lost himself to the darkness until everybody pulled him back. It's just like, I love the relationship between these two. As much as like Perry laments it, it is something that means a lot to him. And that's why this played out the way it did. My God, was it so emotional. And when you carry around so much of that history too, especially if you're having watched the entirety of the show up until this point as well, it's just like, that this moment means so much. And also like I'm in this moment as well, like fearing for this character, just like JD, just like everybody else, hoping against hope that they can figure this out. I don't know. Brilliant, beautiful episode. Love the through line message of it. And yeah, man, they brought it home with this one. And next week is the season finale. Short-lived little season. Hopefully it's done well and we'll get more. I would love to see them expand upon this and just keep on going, because I think, something like this is still very relevant, especially like, as a similar but kind of counterpoint to the pit and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I just like, I don't know. I love the show, and I think like it'll always be relevant. And I like these new kids as well, man. I really like all of them. And Tosh, like I mentioned last episode, I think we're due a Tosh episode, and we this one I'd say kind of leans in that direction for sure. But I'm excited to see what the finale brings, and even if that's all we get, man, I think this was a beautiful little revival. I like what they've done with this so far. But guys, what'd you think? How'd you feel about it? I'd love to know your thoughts. So sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Or if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out Little Chan Sung, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burke, Calvin Brinley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, Amy Becca, Ariel Coyote, and Thailand. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsors support the rescues that we take care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all of that. And as always, I want to shout out our channel legends. Without you guys, we would not be able to do what we do over here. You and the patrons allow us to do so much of what we got going over here. So much of the content that we got right now, especially right now in the thick of it between Daredevil boys and all this kind of crazy stuff and all these other things. You help get help for me so that we can cover as much as we can and bring as much of it as possible to YouTube for you guys over here. Because without y'all, we would not even be here. That's this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.